Hi, Warriors. Travis in here, and welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 3, the definitive edition. Last episode, we began our journey to 100% completion in Grand Theft Auto 3, and we started with an achievement where we have to do 100 taxi cab fares. And I learned something. We don't have to do 100 in a row, supposedly. So, currently, I think we're at like 35 fares we've done. So we have still quite a few to do. So let's get to it. Good thing I had a cab ready to go. There we go. There's our first one. Wow, we're really tight on time right here. And then we got a nice little traffic jam. Our next fare is on the other side of the... What a ridiculous fare. Where's the person? We're going to fail. This is the worst one I've ever done. Get in. Get in. Get in. Okay, he's going to get out immediately. Okay, let's start again. What the heck happened there? We barely got any... We didn't get any time. Oh, wait. What the heck? Canceled it by accident. It's cool how the taxi light turns on with this taxi. I think that's kind of cool. All right, so got to get a little warmed up here, clearly. Okay, get in. I hope you guys are doing well today. I am doing pretty good. Crazy surprise this week with the Oblivion remake coming out. I thought that was wild. I played Skyrim on the channel. And... it was fun. I had a blast. Played all the DLCs. Never played Oblivion before, though. Thinking about checking that out. But... gotta get this Mafia guy here. But we won't be stopping our Grand Theft Auto journey at all. I'm having a blast playing this. But if I can fit it in the schedule... maybe that'll be the next game we get on the channel. Looks pretty badass. No way. This is always a rough one, man. And then what the heck is wrong with it? This taxi's brutal. Like, why are the fares just impossible? Get in, please. Just get in. Get in. This company that we work for, they expect you to get your customers to their destination in like seconds. Like, it wasn't like this last time. 2 fares? I don't even know where we're at now. I think we're at like 40 fares in total. Is that a cop? No. One of these guys. It's funny how they all look the same. That Diablo's mission. And they all come to this spot. Remember we like fought one of these guys back here. But I'm happy that we don't have to do 100 in a row. That seems like it's almost impossible with this type of taxi. Like, we barely get any time. Here you go, 8 seconds. That's nothing. We'll give you 8 seconds for the next one. We might have to bail on this taxi, guys. Not a fan. Please just get in. Okay, good. Try going this way. Wow, she gave us some time. She was like, you know what? We'll give you a little bit of time. I'll be nice to you today. I feel like I'm playing the game Crazy Taxi for Sega Dreamcast. It was actually a pretty awesome console when it first came out. Whoa, buddy. You almost ran into me. I know I'm the one driving on the wrong side of the road. Come on, buddy. Get in the car. It's the passengers that make that you know are no taking up the time here. It takes them like 10 seconds to get in the car. And I always found it interesting that Claude can't swim. Right? Well, supposedly he can't. There's some rumors that say there's like a big oil spill in Liberty City, so nobody's like able to swim in the water. But I think it's just Claude can't swim. That's my guess. Okay, good. We actually have a little bit of time here. Kind of like this cab. It's not bad. A little harder to drive, I'll admit. It swerves a little bit. Turning's kind of rough. Okay, there's another one on the other side. Okay. This guy's hanging out next to a ramp. Come on. Get in. This guy gave us time. Thank you, sir. See what's over here. Little jump. Driving through Chinatown. Supposedly they had like missions that got canceled too. Looking into like a little bit of the lore of GTA 3, and supposedly they canceled some missions. It's supposed to be like an eccentric homeless guy that you're supposed to do missions for, and they're supposed to be pretty wild. His name was going to be Dark L. But never happened. I think that would have been kind of cool. Come on, you can get in. There you go. I think you get bonuses supposedly as well in the taxi missions if you get there fast. Come on, and you don't like bump into stuff. It helps out a little bit. See if I can cut this guy off. Nope. Just gonna go through here. There you go. Speed bonus, see? Come on, there has to be somebody else so we can pick up other than this guy. I think we got a little shortcut here. Where are you? Have to go into this alleyway? He's such a weirdo. This guy's in the trench coats and the top hats, man. Coming to the alleyway with the cab. I'm having a bit of fun doing this. I never did this when I played the game 20 years ago. Something I wasn't really interested in the paramedic missions or being a cab driver. I think I'd done a few fares. Sort of like how we did in the story playthrough. I kind of just did like a few fares and that was it. But it's not bad. They did a decent job. Come on, give us some time. 36 seconds. You gotta be kidding me. No, I don't think the passenger would like that too much. Running people over. Kind of traumatizing. Oh, crap. Fare complete. Nothing special about that drive. Oh, a pimp. And I also heard they were actually maybe going to make GTA 3 first person. Kind of happy they didn't. The third person kind of makes GTA kind of cool. I like it a little bit more. They did bring that back, though, in GTA 5. They brought first person back into the game. I think that'll probably be a thing in 6 as well. just an option you can do. I didn't really like my drive. I didn't really get a bonus on that one. It's always these guys that get cab rides. Trench coat, top hat. Is it this way? There we go. Oh, sorry. Hit the cop. That'd be such a rough day. Hitting a cop. Yeah, we totally ruined that. I went the wrong way completely. I thought that was a good shortcut, but I was clearly mistaken. Maybe it wasn't that bad. No, we got much. We're pretty much done after this, I think. So hopefully we get the fare. Get out. Yeah, we're done. It's the end of that run. 10 fare. 10 fares, not bad. We'll take it. Maybe not. Get in. No. Takes a solid 5 seconds for him just to get into the car. Got $8 grand for that. We're almost at $50K just from being a taxi cab driver. I find a different cab. This one's not really bringing us much luck. We'll keep going though. So I think we're at like 50 fares. We're halfway at the moment. I think today may be the day that we actually finish this, I hope. We'll see. Depends how long it takes us to do another 50. And then I'll get to really see if we actually have to do 100 consistent and 100 in a row. That would be really hard, man. And could you imagine doing that with the everybody shooting at you and trying to rip you out of your car? If you actually beat the game and then tried to do this stuff, it'd be brutal. Kind of went a crappy route here. Not too bad. Shortcut kind of bailed us out on that one. But I'm looking forward to Vice City. I think for Vice City, I'm going to be a little bit more strategic, I guess you could say. I'll probably look into the achievements. Should I try going this way? Can we actually get down there from here? This is such a weird... This is a rough ride. Well, yeah, you can. That's badass. That's actually a good shortcut. But I'm going to be a little bit more strategic with the Vice City run. I'm going to actually look at the achievements we need, and we'll try to hunt them down while we're going through the story. Instead of like this time where I just went through the story and then I started focusing on it, because we clearly have to go back quite a bit. And we missed out on a few missions where we could have got some easy achievements if I just known what they were. GTA 3 is pretty good. I know people look at GTA 3 like it's the worst one out of the three. There's San Andreas, which I think is the favorite, and then Vice City is a close second to San Andreas. Some people like San Andreas, Vice City. Some people like San Andreas, it seems like. But GTA 3 doesn't really have the, doesn't really get any love compared to those two. But it's a badass game. And it started this sort of style of GTA, right? Instead of the top-down 2D version. I was looking for GTA 1 and 2, but You can't get it on Steam, so I would have checked those out as well, but just couldn't find them. Always a Hummer here. That's one thing about the taxi missions. You really get to know the city you're in, you know? Like, we're really getting used to this part of town. Kind of found, like, cool little car locations. Like, I totally forgot where the Banshee was, but now we know. It's a cool little shortcut there. I wonder what they're going to have in GTA 6. Like, they're not going to have taxis, right? Maybe you could work as an Uber driver. I know on the modded servers, they have, I think they might have Uber drivers. I know they have Amazon delivery drivers as, like, a job you can do. Never really played on those that much. Like, I checked it out for like a little bit, but never really like got, you know, involved in it. Missed out on that one there. Good, she gave us a little bit of time. Can really cut through this. Can we get through here? I just want to see. Yeah, you can. That's pretty awesome. That was like shortcut and a half. Yeah, they're called like No Pixels, those servers. And they're RP servers like GTA RP. I think it's probably like the ultimate RP experience right now in like a game. The game that I play mostly, World of Warcraft, has quite the RP scene, but I think GTA's kind of taken that over. Seems to be the most like popular RP game, I guess you could say, role-playing game. I'm not a big RPer, though, to be honest. But I would give it a try, you know? I'm open-minded to checking it out. I checked out like WoW RP. It's actually not too bad. I tried it on like one of my characters. My dwarf hunter. I joined like a dwarven RP guild where everybody was a dwarf, and they would like talk like dwarfs. They'd be like, "I," and they try to sound like dwarfs, right? And they would bring you on like missions through the mountains, and it's pretty cool. Clearly a lot of effort was put in. There's the Banshee over there. 10 in a row, $4 grand. And we'll see what GTA 6 does with RP. Clearly, they're going to try to cater to it, I would assume. It's a big part of their game now. And it's cool that they let, like, their community mod their game. You know what I mean? Those games are always the most popular, man. Like, games where you can, like, have your own server, mod it, and it's also multiplayer. You know, games like Minecraft, Roblox, stuff like that. Like, Rust is another one. Those games are always pretty damn popular. All right, here we go. This shortcut again. Just gotta make sure. Go nice and slow. I wasn't taking these shortcuts last time, but this time we are. Okay, we're done now. That guy completely put us in a bad spot, unless this person gives us a lot of time to get to where we need to go. Where you want to go? Didn't really give us much time. So we have to cut through this park. Okay, can make it. Just across here. Wouldn't have made that if we didn't take the shortcut. So I guess all of them are possible, maybe. I don't know. Right? It's possible to make it in the amount of time, maybe. Let's see what this one they give us. 41 seconds. Got to get to the pain spray. And cut through here. Go really fast through this. Oh, sorry, man. It's a little rough. Sometimes I wonder why the pedestrians dive in front of the car. I know it's an old game, but like this guy, see, like why the heck do they do that? Like, just stay on the sidewalk. I gotta take the stairs. Nice little shortcut here. Not a shortcut? No, it's a dead end. This guy's going to Marco's Bistro. Eat till you explode. $6,015 in a row. We got to be a... Buddy. This cop. Where's he going? Oh, down there. Just don't flip the cab. We fit through here? Oh, this is a sneaky way to go. It's like they make sure they're like, you have to take the shortcut or you fail. There's no other way we were in that time. Did they give us enough time to get this guy? Maybe. I just wasn't fast enough. Come on, man. Killing me. Okay, there we go. Oh, man. Gotta keep going. Through here is probably okay. Yep, straight through. Come on. Drive. Drive. Where's the next one? Get in. Where does he want to go? No, we shouldn't have went this way. That was brutal. Traffic jam here. This is it. This is it. We're done. We're done. Shouldn't have went into Chinatown. Actually, we'll probably make this. We won't have a lot of time after this, though. There aren't any more we have to do. Yeah, we're done. Unless I can get this guy in here. Get in! Not bad. I don't even know if I'm going the right way this time around. Yeah, we're doing all right. Portland Docks. There's a lot of cars we have to collect for this Portland Docks. I don't know if there's an achievement for it. I might do it. Come on. We gotta go really fast. Come on. Come on. Just get in. Look at us go. I always go the same route. Oh! That could have messed us up. That could be the end. It's looking like it's the end. These turns are going to be rough. Drive. Drive. One right there. Perfect. Get in. That's how you know you're a good taxi cab driver in Liberty City. Your car's all beat up. That's how you know you're getting to your destination fast. I wonder what the record is. There has to be a record for this, like most fares. We're in trouble here. This is where you get kind of like in a rough spot. In that area right there, there's just not a lot of pedestrians that want a cab ride. We did okay there. We're at a minute, guys. This is great. This was the best guy to pick up. Not gonna mess. Oh, damn it. We were flying. Oh no. We go over this way? We cut through? It might be a good idea. Who's shooting at us? Oh, they're not shooting at me. Shooting at the triad truck. Worried me a little bit. I don't know if I would get into a cab like this. You know? Passenger fled in terror. That's hilarious. That's the first time. Because cash, get it repaired. Oh. So that's it. So that's another option thing. So if your car is just complete trash, like this one, it's over. Come on, get in. He turns around. Because I was saying that. I'm like, you know, would you get into a cab like this? Right? That's the end, guys. It's over. We'll just call it. We're getting a new taxi. I'm not repairing a taxi. Well, she was a beaut, you know? 25 grand in this bad boy. Should I repair it? Yeah, you know, we got to repair it. I think that might be a record. We have to be close. I think there's probably 30 fares left, not even. Let's get going. And there's Maria. Get in. Maria's, what are you, out of breath? Like, I just can't get over here. But that's cool how they did that. If your taxi's, you know, completely wrecked, they just won't get in it. That's good. I didn't know that. That's the small things you would never know unless you did this taxi stuff. I didn't know they had that in the game. I thought we could just keep going until the taxi blew up. So I think going this way is the way to go instead of going left there. You can find the next passenger a little bit faster. Okay. Wants to go to the same spot. Wow, we were swerving there. Did you see that? We got the car on its side. That reminded me of like those Saudi stunts that people would do. They like stunt drive cars and like drive it on its side. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but they do some pretty crazy stuff with vehicles. Watch out. There you go, it's 240. He knocks that guy over. Also, my Leafs are doing pretty good. They won the second game against the Senators. Close game, went to overtime. And then Max Domi got the winning goal. Pretty badass, like right off the post. But I will admit, the Leafs are getting outplayed by the Senators. Like, they're getting outworked, I should say. But our goalie is just playing spectacular. Almost did that swerve again. So hopefully they pick it up when they go to Canadian Tire Center. That's what it's called in Ottawa. Driving pretty clean right now. I hate these fares, man. On the other side of the street, the ones that they were all in this. Can I do some business? There we go. And I always say this, a lot of people say this, I think. The playoff series doesn't start until a team loses at home, so the Leafs protected their home ice advantage. And now it's, Ottawa's turn. So if Ottawa, wins 2 games at home, series right back to where it was when it started. See if the Leafs can steal one off of them. And there's been a bunch of OT games. Like the Kings and Oilers went to OT. I think Habs and Capitals went to OT. Like a bunch of OT games. That's the awesome thing about the NHL compared to other sports. Is they have a salary cap, right? And it's a hard cap, not a soft cap like in basketball and baseball. So there's like a hard cap, like the limit is the limit. It's like you can't spend anymore. That's what a hard cap is. So all the teams are relatively the same, or pretty much the same, cash-wise. So every 1 through 8 is competitive. Now the way teams get ahead, they kind of lock lock players up to contracts, stuff like that, or find some good deals. But one of the main ways is some players tend to prefer to play in states without a federal income tax, or like low tax states, like Vegas and Florida, and that's why you see those teams win. They've been winning Stanley Cups the last 10 years. Vegas won one, and Florida's won state of Florida's won 3 Stanley Cups. I know the Lightning won 2 or 3, and then the Panthers won last year. So Florida's becoming like a hockey state. Great state to be a hockey fan is what I could say there. That's the problem with hard cap is players just tend to go to they play for states where they get taxed less. It gives them kind of an unfair advantage. And then soft caps like the MLB and the NBA, where you lock a player up, you can pay him an insane amount of money, but once you go over the cap, you have to pay a tax. You have to pay extra now. All the dollars you pay on top above the cap, you have to pay even more. So that kind of benefits rich markets like New York and LA. Toronto's kind of up there. We got some pretty. We're a decent market, pretty good market. We're one of the biggest cities in North America, so Toronto's pretty good. We're usually middle of the pack. Or the owner's rich, right? You could be a team from a city that's, not the most populated, but the owner's rich, sort of like the Minnesota Timberwolves. Right now, that team's paying the most cap-wise in the NBA. So their players are getting paid the most. Right? Or they're paying the most for their players. So they expect to go far, right? If you're paying that much money, expect a return on that investment, I guess, right? But they haven't won a chip yet. But they always go pretty deep in the playoffs. I think last year, they went to the Western Conference Final. And then didn't they go to the finals one year or a couple years ago? Damn it, I kind of messed up here. I don't think the person really liked that little trick I was trying to do. Sometimes you don't have to take a shortcut. Just stick to the road. You'll be just fine. But yeah, the Minnesota Timberwolves are paying the most in the league. And that's usually how it goes in those leagues, right? The teams that pay the most usually do well. And that's kind of lame, in my opinion. But, pick your poison, right? Either you're in a league where tax havens do well, or you're in a league where the team that spends the most money does well. It's all about money at the end of the day, which is kind of sad. But it's a business, right? It's impossible to make it 100% fair, I think. I think soccer's like that too, right? The teams that spend the most money, usually do the best. You always see the same clubs, like Real Madrid and Bayern Munich, Manchester United. You're starting to see a lot of Manchester City, Liverpool. Barcelona. It's another one. AC Milan. I think that's the team that's has the most money in Italian Series A, the Italian League, AC Milan. Maybe it could be Roma. I don't know. Could have cut through there. We're doing so well on time. Like this could be the dream run. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself there. I can't believe we're doing this for 40 minutes. You got to be close. You have to be close to 100. Doesn't even tell me where the heck we're going. Greasy Joe's Cafe. Just gonna assume it's over here. Okay, good. I think I made the right choice. I know where that is. It's the cafe in the middle of nowhere. That's one thing I like about the States is I went down south. I went to a Waffle House. These places are so cool, man. I wish we had Waffle Houses in Canada, man. It's just nice to go to a diner and get some nice food. Like, we have that. We have everything, every type of food you'd want in Toronto. But we don't have Waffle Houses, I don't think. Pretty sure. I have to look it up. Maybe we do. I wouldn't be surprised if we do. But we got all types of food, you know, Jamaican food, Thai, food from like Africa. Like, it's tons of different types of places you can go. Supposedly, it's one of the most multicultural cities in the world, Toronto. My favorite food, I would say, is Greek food. I think the Greeks do it the best. I know Italian's pretty good. But nothing beats a chicken souvlaki dinner, man. And I'm not Greek at all. But I'm just a big fan. Chicken souvlaki dinner, nothing beats it. I could eat that every day and be completely fine. Mexican's also pretty good, I've heard. Like, Mexican food is also amazing. I think that's one thing we don't have up here is, like, good Mexican. Yeah, compared to, like, the States, yeah, we don't have... Our Mexican probably isn't even close. But who knows? Maybe, right? Over time now, maybe we got a pretty good spot. A lot of people in the city. I wonder if I've gotten the achievement. I just don't. I wish they had like an indicator. But overall, we're getting some cash, I guess, for this character. Be able to buy all the Uzi ammo that we want. That's one thing about this town's their ammunition sucks. I don't really know where the secret like gun locations are here on Portland Island. Just had to cut us off. Well, actually, he was going the right way. I kind of cut him off. I was trying to. Yeah, 20 in a row. Let's go. What was my max? Like 25? I think this is Marco's Bistro. Just a guess. Eat till you explode. Nope. It's actually a brutal spot. It's all the way down here. This is like one of the best shortcuts in the whole city. If we didn't take that, we weren't getting it. Starting to get a little rough. We lost a lot of time. Oh, no. That was bad. Well, this car's toast. I think our run's toast too after that. It's pretty close to done. Come on, let us get through. Thank you. There we go. Oh, there's a shortcut there. Right here. You gotta remember this one. 25 grand there, not bad. Get a new taxi. You can find one. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on. We gotta be close. We'll do one more run. This is the final run. If we don't get it in the next 10, then I think maybe 15. I would say. Yeah, 15 has to be. Oh man, we're stuck. What a way to start. Yeah, maybe 15, I would say. Then maybe we actually have to do 100 in a row. And if that's the case, I don't know, man. I'm going to have to find out how to do that. Most we've gotten was like 25. Because it would come up if we got the achievement. Well, we got a good amount of time from this guy. He hooked us up. This is considered Chinatown. I did not know that. Well, I guess it is because it's a bunch of triads here. A 100 fares is an insane amount of fares to do. I wonder if the paramedic and the fire truck one is going to be, you know, close to this. Like that, like time-wise, like how long have we been doing this? At least like 2 hours. It's not too bad. I've done WoW farms that are big days. So yeah, it's not bad at all. Like leveling a WoW character, like these takes like 6 to 8 days, depending on how fast you go. In-game times from 1 to 60. Quite a while. It didn't take me very long to beat this game. Well, we didn't really beat it yet. I think once we get 100%, I'll say I beat it. But to do the story, it took me like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours. It's not too bad. Supposedly they're bringing games back to that time limit. Because I think they realize gamers, like, most gamers are adults now, so they don't really have, an insane amount of time to dump into, like, one game. It's also hard nowadays to keep people's attention, right? To like, keep them on one game. Like new games come out all the time, and they get like their week of hype, and then people end up switching games. Like Oblivion, for example, right? It's going to have its couple weeks of hype. You're going to see a bunch of videos on it. You're going to see tons of funny, like really funny shorts. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm interested to see what happens. Like, so either people are going to hate the game or it's going to be like loved. I think it'll probably be loved. Oblivion was already a game that had good reviews. People said good things about it. So I doubt the remake is so bad that it just starts getting negative reviews. This game actually, the definitive edition, that actually, people hated this game when it came out. Because they said it just didn't look anything like the old game. And they really didn't add much to it, right? So people were like, since you didn't really add much to the game, it's not really like a remastered or anything like that, a complete remake, then they kind of expect it to at least look like the old style. And they just messed it up completely. But supposedly they fixed it somewhat. They changed the lighting for each of the games, Vice City, San Andreas, and GTA 3, and I think it looks pretty good. Like, I feel like I'm sort of playing like old school GTA 3. It sort of feels like it. I know it's not, because it has the characters kind of look a little cartoony, right? It sort of has like a cartoon vibe to it, and it's clearly updated, but they did get the mood right with the lighting update. Like this does feel like Liberty City in GTA 3. There we go. Where to? Unlocked. Bigger, faster, harder. New. Borg 9 taxis. Open for business in Harwood. Call 555 Borg 9 today. All right, guys, so we've unlocked. We're done. We did it. I know you guys might not have seen that part, like where the stuff came up, but I read it out as best I could. I don't know where Harwood is, so we'll figure that out. But we got our first achievement, guys. Where to? And we did 100 fairs. Not 100 fairs in a row, but I think our top was like 25 or something like that, 27 fairs in a row. But, yeah, I'm happy that we got that done. That's our first achievement down to 100%. And I guess we'll call it here, guys. Next episode, I think I'll check out the list and we'll see which achievement we want to tackle next. I think it may be the paramedic or the fire truck one. We'll see. But that's the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.